Merry Christmas everyone! Welcome back to In My Mug. Today's episode is 685. Yay! It's the last episode of the year and it's a Christmas episode. My name is Midori, your coffee friend, and today's coffee is a beautiful coffee from Bolivia. Put your kettle on and let's start brewing. Woo! So, today's coffee is a coffee from Finca Don Carlos in Bolivia, Caranavi. So it's located in the west side of the Bolivia, Caranavi province, and named after a producer, Carlos Mariaca. And I quite like the story of this wonderful farm. So it involves in two gentlemen, Carlos Mariaca and Pedro Rodriguez, who is an exporter in Bolivia. So 30 years ago, Carlos was a truck driver who was moving around roasted coffee in a city called La Paz. And Pedro spotted Carlos, his hardworking and dedication to his job, and Pedro invited Carlos to visit building a coffee mill in Caranavi. That's how Carlos started getting involved in coffee production. And his name is on the farm, Don Carlos. That's named after him. That explains like how wonderful person he is. So around 9-10 years ago, Pedro took on a new project to start his own farm to save specialty coffee scene in Caranavi. So for many years, Bolivian coffee farmers, they were abandoned coffee farms to move on to or switch on to different plants or different produce. And it was affecting coffee mills by decreasing the yield of the coffee. So they decided to buy 7 farms and they built this most picturesque and well-organized coffee farm you can find in the world. And with the Carlos's dedication by, meeting a lot of producer, driving product to mill and coffee farms, and the Pedro's coffee knowledge and experience, they started this wonderful coffee farm and began to produce one of the exciting coffee in Bolivia. And I'm really excited to brew this coffee. It's a Don Carlos natural Catuai. Since today is a Christmas day, you might not have a proper equipment or like right equipment you're usually using at home. You are probably spending time with your family or your cousin, or maybe you're spending time by yourself. Maybe you want to be a little bit lazy or maybe brew a little bit bigger batch. So I decided to brew this coffee with French press. Sounds like the kettle is boiled, so let's start brewing. Okay, so to brew this French press coffee, we need French press and a vessel you can pour coffee into. And I prepared 2 spoons and a little bit of water in here, and 42 grams of coffee and 700 milliliter of water. So you know the golden ratio that we always recommend. Every 1 liter of water, you will need 60 grams of coffee. To find out that, I usually use whatever the liquid I want to brew. So this time 700 milliliter of water times 0.06, and then that will give you the number of the coffee grounds that you need to use. So put ground coffee, 42 grams, and as soon as you start pouring hot water, you start the timer. And I'm brewing this for 4 minutes, but I want to break the crust around 3 minutes and 30. Make sure all the coffee are saturated. You could use spoon to mix the coffee ground in the water. Oh, is it gonna fit? 700 ml? Yes, it does. Great. Yeah, awesome. So see you at 3 minutes and 30. Okay, so it's almost 3 minutes and 30, and you need 2 spoons, like a tablespoon size, and then cut with the water, and then at the 3 minutes 30, you break the crust. It's almost like a cupping. And scoop out the crust from the top. Okay. I really like brewing with French press. It's just because, you know, you don't really use any filter paper or anything. You just need a French press and coffee and hot water. Okay, now it's 4 minutes, and press it down. And then make sure to put all of the liquid transfer into the vessel, so it's not gonna overbrew. There you go. It's wonderful. It's quite murky and like clouded liquid. I'm very excited to taste this. It's so strange because I'm just like tasting this coffee by myself today. Usually we've got Chris or Anson, Roland, but today I'm like tasting this by myself. So yeah, cheers everyone. Yes, I really love this. This is like nice, fruity, natural processed coffee. Oh, I'm so happy, like Bolivian coffee. This is like our first Bolivian crop that we received. Yeah, it's really nice, sweet, peachy flavor with like a nice sweetness, like a maple syrup. And probably because I brewed this with a French press brewing method, it has really nice creamy texture, so it's nice. It's almost like you're drinking whole milk, kind of creaminess in the texture. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your today's In My Mug, and let us know how you're spending your Christmas with your family, by yourself, in a different country, abroad, on the beach. Let me know in the comment below. And make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're not gonna miss any more episodes in the future. So today's episode is our last episode in 2021, and me, also Chris, Dale, Roland is wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I learned how to say this in Spanish, so it's Feliz Navidad, everyone, and happy brewing. See you next year.